How do you deal with someone when you're asking question number 3, what did you learn? And they say, well, gee, I don't know. And you keep asking the question, you can't elicit a good response out of that person. How do you transition?
Are you talking about in a classroom environment, in a training environment?
Yeah, let's say we have a seminar, and we're doing something, and I just did a debrief. We're going through here. We had some exercise.
Good. So what's the answer to that one? Yeah, what does somebody else learn? Okay, based on this experience, what did you learn? And they say, well, I don't know what I learned. Okay, well, sometimes I get a little NLP reframing technique and say, well, if you did know, what did you learn? If you did know, what would it be? You could try something like that, or you basically say, look, did you learn? What was your? Go back through it again. So tell me, then what happened? Boom. Okay, well, why did that happen? Good. So what did you learn from that? Well, I don't know. Well, let's take a look at it. You told me this happened. Now, why did that happen? Okay, good. So what did you learn from that? Chunk it way down. They'll learn something. If they're just on the spot and don't want to deal with it, that's something else. Okay, great. So who can tell me what they learned from the process? Move on. Okay, does that help? Good, thanks. Yes?
When you had her reinstate what's that?
Right.
When you had her reinstate what she learned, was that number 4 the correction? Or did we not do that?
Okay. What happened? Why? What did you learn? Okay? At that point, and this is dealing with the person in the room, at that point, then what you want to do, let's forget this for now. Okay? You can leave it in there if you want. Before you get to that, then what you're going to do is you're going to duplicate it. And the way you duplicate it in front of the room is you say, so she said, I learned that if I listen better, my team works better. Okay, good, thank you. Then I duplicate. How many people in this room find that if you listen better, if you listen better to some of your teammates, your team might function better? Good, thank you. Excellent, duplicated, done. Now if I want to go, so how could you now apply that? Boom. Make sense? Okay? Very nice. So, put out your left hand. Everything that you learned about debriefing, put it in there. Everything you learned about VAK, put it in there. Everything that confused you about VAK, put that in there. Everything that confused you about debriefing, put that in there. Everything you know about asking 4 simple questions, put that in there. Everything you know about asking what happened, put it in there. Why, put it in there. What did you learn, put it in there. Duplicating it, put it in there. And plant it so you'll never forget it. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. All right. So let it go. Don't worry about it. Just remember, this is my suggestion to you. Put it on a 3x5 card and have it with you at all times. Practice it. Again, practice it with your kids. Practice it with your employees. Practice it with your staff. Practice it in your practice seminars. It will come to you just like you saw happen to whoever was in front of the room here doing it. Who was doing it? Right? It was confusing at first, yes? But she repeated it a few times and finally you got it, yes? That's all it'll take. Just repeat it. Trust me for now. It works. I want to give you that piece. We've got to spend more time with it right now, okay? Is that okay with all of you? Yes. But if you have it and you're willing to diligently practice, it'll come through. Some of you, it's crystal clear right now. And if it's not, don't worry about it. Okay? Got it? Got it. Everybody stand up. Turn to somebody, give them a high five, say you're an awesome debriefer. Okay. Turn to somebody else. Turn to somebody else and say, what's next? What's next? Okay, find a new seat. Find a new seat. You have 30 seconds. Find a new seat. Ready? Go. Okay. Okay.